Changes saved. Starting stream and receiving your content. Okay. So, tonight's broadcast, ladies and gentlemen, is brought to you by every senator in blackface racing to the lowest point on the human ladder run. We seem to be on a particular streak for that as of late, so I just sort of thought I'd toss it out there as my opening deal. Tonight we've scaled back our riffing cast a little bit. I shouldn't say a little bit. I should say quite considerably. Morgan Ledger and Cody Klusner and the rest of them are a little bit busy at the moment. So tonight I have Mr. Cody Slusher joining me.
Yep, other Cody is gone, which means I am the only Cody left. Ooh, bow down before me.
Okay, this guy's been creeping me out all evening just doing this stuff. I don't know why.
I'm just messing with you guys. Yep.
Yes.
Yep. So, we really do miss Klusner.
Yeah. I got to hang out with him last night. He's doing really well. He's just, we've all got work schedules now.
Yeah.
Things have changed in the new year. It's been good. Mm-hmm. Hello, Super Lillian, number 1. Yep. A lot has happened since we last streamed. We lost certain character actors like Dick Miller, and who was it most recently? Albert Finney.
Yeah.
Passed away this past week. Who I will always remember for 3 roles: Scrooge, Daddy Warbucks, and Edward Bloom in Big Fish. We didn't particularly have much of an idea for tonight, so we just sort of decided, hey, let's get together and stream something. Initially, we were going to do an episode of the Fantastic Four cartoon from the 90s, I believe. What was it called?
The episode in particular is called Prey of the Black Panther, and it was the first ever episode to feature T'Challa, aka the Black Panther. But unfortunately, due to last-minute decisions and poor timing on downloading the thing to get this live stream going, we decided to go around YouTube finding the weirdest things that we can find. And it just so happens we found the gold. Pooh teaches stranger danger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Winnie-The-Pooh talking about kids getting grabbed by the tutu.
This.
I have not seen this. I remember the Cinema Snob doing this as an episode of VHS Hell, I believe.
Yeah, I remember him briefly talking about it. And I had a little bit of history with this as a kid. It was one of those that got me introduced to the show that it was based on, which is called Welcome to Pooh Corner. Disney decided within its 3rd or 4th season to make a PSA about stranger danger. Of all the Disney properties that they can come up with, and they decided to go with the most innocent thing on the planet. Like, why?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If anything, I think Snow White would be the perfect allegory for stranger danger.
Exactly.
Of
all the, or Sleeping Beauty. She goes a little bit. That one's a little bit more personal. It's the Disney version. Actually, Sleeping Beauty is even worse if you go by the original fairy tale.
Oh yeah. Now it becomes a date rape story.
Mm-hmm. Remember, kids, if you're ever under a sleeping needle spell, just don't be. Beware of princes. So.
And by needle spell, we mean roofies.
Yes, exactly. So, tonight, we got somebody else who's actually seen this before. Theater Geek, hello.
Hey, hello, Theater Geek. How are you doing today, my friend?
And I just realized there's a typo in the live stream chat here. But anyway, okay, saved. We were not able to come up with a prize, particularly, or any search and grab trivia questions, because those occasions we specifically wait for the entire crew to be with us, and we don't quite have a gift to give away at the moment, unless, well, I just got Mrs. Doubtfire on Blu-ray the other day at Best Buy, which does have a digital download code. Ooh.
James has spoiled it. And also Hawkeye kills Thanos in the next movie, so...
Oh!
I'm just joking with you guys. I haven't even seen that movie yet.
All this time I thought it was going to be Ant-Man.
Yeah, I know, right? Or Black Widow's magic gun. Where'd she purchase that?
Yeah,
see what I did there?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, apparently there's spelling errors all over the place because this guy was too busy making his Jack Nicholson face for me to concentrate. But in any way.
Yep. Deal with it, grammar Nazis.
Yes.
Yep. Yep. Hell, commas!
So, here's where we are.
Yep.
What do we got beforehand? We have a few warm-ups to get through, and yeah, the Mrs. Doubtfire digital download should be available as a future prize. So we'll see about handing that out at some point.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I'm looking at getting a new computer with my tax return money, however much I can get, because this thing is 5 years old at least and slowing down on me. I bought some. The reason why I was at Best Buy in the first place was because I thought I was having a RAM issue. Turns out my computer doesn't take DDR4 RAM. That's how old it is. So, and I never watched Welcome to Pooh Corner, but it just looking at the outfits, it doesn't look like my kind of thing. It looks like I would just be saying to myself, yeah, they're glad that the new adventures of Winnie-the-Pooh eventually happened, right?
Yeah.
So,
honestly, after I saw the short, I actually went to Blockbusters one time and actually saw, hey, this is the video that we saw at this one babysitter's house. And, ever since then, the rest was history.
Exactly.
So now, thanks to the internet for reminding me, and to the person who exposed me to this, I am now in the right mood to look back at good old nostalgia and laugh at its face.
If you can call it nostalgia. Nostalgia by definition, means looking back on something with a wanting for it. Unless the winner should get a lifetime supply of honey.
Yep. And if you think that's not nostalgia, well, we're sorry you felt that way.
James Works, just so you know, honey in this case is spelled with Hunny. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, James.
I can't do my Winnie-the-Pooh voice. So, I sound like a valley boy doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, bother.
But then again, the impressionist is too raspy. He comes slightly close to it, but I don't know. You just have to listen to yourself when we get to it.
Oh, you mean the voice in here is somebody desperately trying to be Sterling Holloway, but is not quite Jim Cummings?
Yep.
Oh boy.
Oh yes, this is gonna be fun.
Alright then. So...
Yep. Even the Duke of Arts scene, Welcome to Pooh Corner. Wow. Everyone's seen this show except for you.
Yeah. Well, according to what I saw on Wikipedia before watching this, yeah, it was the 80s. We didn't quite have television.
Yeah.
So there's my excuse. And looking at what I'm seeing now, I don't think I would have been too much into this as a kid, but we'll see. We'll see with the final product.
Oh yeah, and Ryan, I also saw that bus PSA. Oh boy, am I wanting to get into that later on down the road. But for now, one crappy PSA at a time.
Alright. So let's get this ball rolling. Otherwise YouTube is gonna whine the heck out of saying, "Oh, video output's too low for something stream." Cancel. We don't want that. But let's see. Let's hope that we don't get kicked by the Walt Disney Corporation for doing this. Right?
You will all suffer under the mighty wrath of Mickey Mouse!
No, I just went to your theme park. I just got back.
Oh boy! We will take everything you love and ruin it all! First, we'll...
I got this right here. Oh wait, you did ruin this series. You fired James Gunn. Shucks.
Yeah, and we took one of the beloved rides and screwed it with this overized, commercialized Marvel MCU bullcrap! And now, we will go for the Aerosmith roller coaster!
Oh geez, is that happening next?
Yes, they're taking the roller coaster that has Aerosmith in it and completely redoing it as an Avengers ride. Yeah, let that sink in.
So I will never get to ride a guitar.
Shucks.
Yep. Well, I'm not gonna miss it. I had Splash Mountain, so I'm good. All right, let's get these ads rolling.
We should definitely do so.
All right, here we go. They should revamp Rock and Roller Coaster with Electric Mayhem.
Yeah.
I would love that. All right, ready for the first one?
Alrighty then.
3, 2, 1, play. Oh, Gunsmoker's on.
Dun 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 dun.
They shot the dog!
Yeah.
Well, The show certainly wasn't interesting enough, but this commercial is. Hey, look, everybody, we got shrunk by television. Oh, wait.
Honey, what did you put in my coffee?
Mentos, the fresh maker. Oh, wait.
Come back.
That is some bad.
I'll come after your child support.
Nothing, dear.
That'll make it a whole lot better for the show, I guess.
Look at my hand.
Look at me, I got cancer.
Where's Sydney? Upstairs.
Alright. Alright, what do we have here?
Oh, yeah, speaking of stranger danger, this next commercial. Let's just play it.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, play.
Where's Sydney? Upstairs playing. Ah, it's a good time to frost my cake.
Someone thinks your cake is pretty good without frosting.
Sesame Street sure was different in the early days.
Uh-oh.
Duncan
I got no
Hines.
teeth.
Our cake's so moist, even unfrosted, the taste comes alive.
Get in here before I beat your pudding pop.
Right. Harry.
Duncan Hines Light Deluxe 2 and pudding recipe. So moist and delicious, they might not wait till they're frosted.
Well, that's not the only thing Bill Cosby had that was moist.
Ooh.
Oh, come on. We all have to do a Bill Cosby joke sometime.
We all got a little bit of the Jell-O pudding. Okay. Yeah, but it looks like Cosby. Come on. It was the hair. It was the time. Give us that, please. Thank you. All right.
My God.
Next up we have Chevrolet commercial number 3.
Okay. 3, 2,
1, play.
Dear.
Oh, it's one of those. It's one of those rejected commercials.
Something new and wonderful is coming into our lives.
You don't mean...
Yes, on September 28th.
Is this Sesame Street?
Dear, sit down. Do you feel all right?
Fine, thanks. Just think 4 new ones.
4?
Yes, I saw it in the newspaper.
Oh, wow.
What are you talking
She's
about?
having quadruplets?
The new Chevrolets.
Oh.
Dear, what are you talking about?
Well, the new Schoolhouse Rock is really weird.
Chevrolets.
Oh, isn't it wonderful? On September 28th, 4 new Chevrolets are expected.
Why are you putting on your hat?
I'm going to see the 1963 Chevrolets.
But they won't arrive till September 28th, honey.
Well, I just can't wait to see the wonderful new
1963?
Chevrolets. Chevy
And you're in color?
Corvairs and Corvettes.
Wow, they must have had a budget.
Yes.
Are you sure you feel all right?
Let's go in Wonder Woman's jet.
Why do you need why do you need a car? You can float.
Yeah.
Alright, here's exactly what we all need right now. Some NyQuil. Ready when you are?
Okay.
3.
Hold on, let me just wait till it loads. Hold on, just a second. Okay. 3, 2, 1, click.
If you've ever gone to bed with a cold, the Victor Company
how
has
much
very
did I have
big
to
news
drink?
for you. A new nighttime colds medicine.
Why
called
didn't
NyQuil.
you look at my
NyQuil
eyes while we
relieves
make
major
love?
cold symptoms like sniffles, sneezes, nasal congestion, scratchy throat, and coughing for hours to help you get a good night's sleep.
Isn't it great
NyQuil,
how in commercials
the most unique
everything you need
nighttime
just
colds medication
pops out of thin air?
ever developed by Vicks.
Yep.
Must be the invisible TV or something like that.
Yep.
That was actually kind of a cool. That was actually kind of a cool little effect there.
Yeah.
Reminds me of. It reminds me of 2001: In Space Odyssey when they have that one lady catching the floating pin.
Yeah.
And that shot you got. That's probably what it is. They stuck that thing to glass to make it do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Well, regardless, you know, the medicine could keep those mutated sneeches off your lawn. Or in your bed. or in your house in general.
Yes. And NyQuil can save you too, Duke of Arts.
Yep.
So,
The kids save your children. All yours! All yours! All yours! Oh my gosh.
yes, I'm quite familiar with that one as well. I can't get through the original Reefer Madness without Mike Nichols' commentary. Regardless, here we go. Greedy Humpty Dumpty.
Yep. How greedy is he? Let's find out.
Maybe he did deserve to get shoved off the wall.
Who knows?
3, 2, 1, play. Oh, it's a color classic. I wonder if it's Technicolor.
No. Well, technically, it's not.
Aha.
Yep.
For all your Western Electric comforts. Western Electric. Just so you know, this has been... this is how they used to shine your shoe back in the day.
Yep. Come here, Gulliver. I need your shoe shined.
A dairy product eating meat. This is ass backwards already.
Wall of gold is my throne. I'll build it high till it reaches the sky. This gold is all my own. The more I have, the more I want. I love the glistening star.
Screw this chicken leg. Kids in Africa could screw themselves.
Jack and Jill, I suppose?
Yeah.
No pail of water. Oh, it's Bo Peep and...
Yep. Master of the shoe, keeper of the zoo.
I can't help it if I'm the only character in here that's rotoscoped. Hey, he does my dance.
Yeah.
This is where I keep all the cheese. Time for my sliced carrot collection.
Just a few more dollar bills, and I can beat Scrooge McDuck in his own game. Jenga for rich people.
Yep. This is how Trump celebrates Christmas. And I can tell that joke.
Oh, trust me, there's gonna be way too many Trump jokes. Good! El Capitan!
Any minute now, he's gonna go blind. Yep, see, it's already starting.
Why didn't I know there was gold in the sun? I'll get that too before I'm done.
I also believe that the Earth is flat!
And the moon is made of cheese! Like Lindsay Vale. Wallace and Gromit told me so.
Hear ye, everyone! Come closer, closer! There's gold in the sun. I saw it there. Precious gold that is so rare. So get busy, everyone.
Quick, launch him into it.
Build my wall to reach the sun.
Don't try too high to build your wall.
Oh boy.
I told you.
If you value your
coyotes
life
out.
and also your health, do as I did, for I want more wealth.
Oh no, it's not like we can just run away and just hide from him.
Yeah, that whip has no effect on us whatsoever. Run away!
There's a political joke somewhere. I just can't wrap my small hands around it.
That's one way to make yeast.
Yay! We finally got the cheese! Now let's go make our Kraft mac and cheese!
This is definitely Fletcher Studios if you have to have all this time dedicated towards watching characters build something.
Yep.
Just look at Gulliver's Travels.
I know I should fight against this with like potions or spells or something, but oh well, I'm still gonna build for this fascist.
So long as I whip nothing in the air, nobody can question me.
How much you want to bet that that's also his BDMS suit?
You mean his BDSM suit?
BDSM suit. Sorry.
Yeah, he wears it with his beady eyes. This shot was definitely back masks. That's not recycled at all. Big old orange dick. That's all I'm thinking about.
Yeah. And see? That was easy, and it only take a bunch of taxpayers' money.
I'm amazed that he hasn't run out of oxygen yet.
Oh no! Electro gives him a spanking! The agony!
I'm surprised the sun didn't go.
I am mad at you, Humpty Dumpty! That's why you're gonna get a smiting!
Almighty Zeus has decided your wall is no good. Oh no, wait, it's a chimney.
Yay! You know, we should probably run.
Well, the tree was dead anyway. Yeah, just put that to your forehead, aim downward, and... No, never mind. No, don't put them back together again.
Oh, I tried too hard to build my wall, but I was greedy and I had a great fall. And
Alright, who's got the shoe glue? Hey, these guys weren't in the cartoon. What's this doing here?
YouTube algorithm.
Of course. Because we need to... do this sort of thing to a public domain short.
Yep.
Alright.
Screw it, let's just skip this stupid thing. It's just some person just leeching off of the algorithm.
Alright, and now on to the main course of the evening.
We passed by the meat and potatoes. Now let's get to the yummy dessert.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I disagree with that adaptation of Humpty Dumpty because it takes too many liberties with the source material. Everybody knows that Humpty Dumpty was not a king, or at least it was not cited in there, and there was nothing about building the wall to the sun. That sounds like something out of a Winsor McKay short, actually.
Oh my gosh.
It's right after a trip to the moon, it was this.
All you had to do was just buy a bullet and just go in space.
No, what am I saying? What am I saying? George Malaise. All right then.
Great.
So, Winnie-the-Pooh, Too Smart for Strangers. Ready when you are.
I'm at 0.
In a 3, a 2, a 1, a play. VLC to the rescue. Oh well.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. Like that would age well.
Well, I guess we're screwed.
Yeah. Even though this is fair use and. Wow. Even Disney predicted the them buying out Star Wars.
Yep, I'm feeling the Winnie-the-Pooh vibe already. He's walking on a drawing. Mother, I'm having nightmares now.
Smart for strangers, that's me, Winnie-the-Pooh.
Aren't you think you're the stranger?
Everywhere, and so should you be too. Smart for strangers, be smart, be quick, be strong, and watch out for.
But what if I'm weak? Be strong!
Hello, my name is Winnie-the-Pooh.
And welcome to my green screen studio.
Since we've been friends so long, you see, I know you and you know me. But
I know the cartoon version of you, but not the puppet version of you.
I might even consider reading your book, but this... No wonder the family of AAML wanted to sue.
Yep, I bet he's just rolling in his grave.
Alright, keeping an eye out for some green screen tan action.
When strangers come along.
Enough of my daily singing a song about strangers routine.
Well, let's see.
Doesn't everybody do that?
Think.
Actually, I do it with, you know, don't take drugs, but, yeah, whatever your fix is.
Hello, Piglet. Oh, I'm so glad to see you. I was just trying to tell our friends at home what a stranger is. And now I know the answer. A stranger
it's you.
Is something a piglet is not.
Pooh, I think you mean that a stranger is someone you don't know. And since you know me, I'm not a stranger.
Yes,
that voice is
just
terrible.
What I said. I think. I mean, we're all friends, so you're not a stranger. And a mommy or daddy or brother or sister wouldn't be a stranger either.
Unless you were
someone you've seen in your neighborhood
dearly departed.
Or places you go, but you don't really know that person.
So remember, kids, be smart for strangers, but be wary of your uncle who would probably rape you at night.
And bears, and even piglets.
No! Well, how can you tell which are good and which are bad, Pooh?
You can't. And so that's why it's important.
This is just misconceived from the get-go.
It's suspicious.
That's it. Be suspicious.
Yeah, haven't you ever had a casual conversation with your friends about what strangers are?
Before you trust anybody. Just because he's friendly doesn't mean he's a friend.
What about she? Or, well, if we're talking about nowadays, Z or them or whatever political correct pronouns we use nowadays.
Oh, it is scary, Piglet. It is indeed. But there are ways to help yourself.
Oh, I'm too small to help myself, aren't I?
No, you're not.
No, you can run.
No matter who you are or how small you are, you can help yourself be safe. In fact, you have the right to help yourself.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it, Pooh. Say, Pooh, I'd feel safer inside your house.
whoever said, whoever sat down and wrote this and said, "Yeah, let's make Winnie-the-Pooh sound smart."
Come on, let's hurry. Now, what was it I came in here for? I think I've forgotten. Oh,
I was busy being
remember.
brilliant a moment
Honey.
ago, but now...
Would you care to join me, Piglet?
No, thank you, Pooh. You know, I feel better knowing I can help myself, and that our friends out there can help themselves too. But how do we do it?
Well, I may forget a lot
Oh,
of things.
well, we can always switch out the child labor actor who's playing
we
you.
must all know to help ourselves.
You mean 3 things to remember when I meet a stranger?
That's right, Piglet. Number 1, say no to strangers.
And
Number 2,
farmers.
run away. Number 3, tell your parents or a grown-up you trust.
Oh, I should be able to.
Preferably not another stranger.
Could we go over them together, Pooh?
Oh, of course, Piglet. If someone greets you on the street,
Someone you don't know well,
and offers you a ride or treat, say no, run away and tell.
3
Tell
things
the
to
coppers they'll
remember
beat his
and
ass.
Understand them well. Say no, run away, find a grown-up friend to tell. Even if
Or even better, you can always tell Patch the Pony.
Always follow this advice. If you're in trouble of any
For those who don't know, it's something that me and James know well, so just look it up on Google.
I watched it a couple nights ago.
Yeah.
This is pro compared to that.
Understand them well.
Say no, run away, find a grown-up friend to tell. Say no, run away, find a grown-up friend to tell.
We definitely exist in our own universe to be able to do that and sing songs and suddenly know the lyrics.
Oh, but it doesn't have to be
Yeah.
scary.
I mean, me and James sing about pedophiles all the time.
Pedophiles, pedophiles, they've been here for quite a while.
And he knows how to be too smart for strangers, Piglet. Maybe he could give us some ideas about helping ourselves when we're away from home.
Take it away, Tigger!
Oh, you said something?
Howdy-roo, kids. All of us Tiggers love to bounce, you know.
I love how convenient that was. It's like, okay, is it my cue now? Is it my cue now? Oh, take it away, Tigger! Yay!
Oh, and I come in and what do I talk about? Bouncing. That's what I do, right?
Pallaroo.
Hi, Big Pallarino.
My buddy and I go all kinds of places together, cause it's
I'm
more
played
fun to go places
by a
with a
different
friend.
actor in
And
every
it's good and
cartoon.
safe,
Why not
too.
here?
You know, Roo, we're supposed to tell the kids at home about helping themselves when they're away from home.
Or the classroom, or anywhere this video is played.
Oh, no problemo. You're never
Definitely
too
not on
small to help
HBO.
yourself if you know what to do.
I don't know where to start.
Well, we'll fix the Roo that. First, you should avoid unsafe places.
What are they?
Places where there are no other people around. Look, there are
Well-
alleys, construction sites.
Hey, look,
You know,
I don't see
those
any
places where
strangers
they're
there.
building a
Should be
building or
safe.
something. Public restrooms and parking lots. Places where you might suddenly find yourself alone with a stranger.
Uh-oh.
A
Look,
stranger?
I've got some friends out there who can show us. Watch carefully now.
Oh, goodness gracious! Cover up that mid-top, girl!
Aaron, Chris, and Kelly are still playing.
A stranger might be jerking it to it.
Stranger might be watching.
Bye.
Karen knows she stayed too late, and she doesn't want to get in trouble. So she decides
Karen
to
was
take
never seen
a
again.
shortcut.
Boy, it's looking pretty scary.
I'll say.
Oh, that's just a street.
Well, what do you think of
Durr.
what Karen's done so far, little buddy Roo?
Well, I don't think Karen should have taken a
You
shortcut
gone to the
all by
wrong
herself.
country,
There
girl.
weren't any other
You know what we do to black kids like you?
Okay, don't even go there.
Lots of people, but what
What, he's redneck?
stranger?
I think she should
To
run
me, he
away
just
from
looks like a
Dad
mailman.
and tell an adult.
Good thinking, Roo. Let's go back and see what Karen does.
I apologize for that. See, he looks like a redneck.
Okay, he is.
Wow, look at her go.
Yeah, and she yelled no to that stranger too. Good for Karen. Now,
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah, she definitely looked frightened, didn't she?
Yipperoo! Tell a grown-up. Let's check back with Karen now. Well, what do you know? Karen told her dad all about what happened.
Do you think her dad is
Especially
bad?
right after their commercial from earlier. He seems rather toned down.
Her not to. But he is glad that Karen got away and told him what happened.
Wow, I was worried.
Ah,
So
am I
was
phoning
Buddy
this
Roo.
in?
I'm sure glad Karen was too smart for strangers. And even though she's small, and even though she made a mistake by going down that dark alley, she was still able to help herself.
That wasn't a
Boy,
dark alley,
I'm
that
going
was
to
just
stay
a
away
street.
From lonely, unsafe places.
Glad to hear
There's
that.
a difference.
But even when you're in a safe place, like the sidewalk in front of a school or your own neighborhood, places you go all the time, you still have to be careful.
Okay, who's pushing the
Really?
wagon?
Remember Karen's friends, Chris and Kelly?
Sure, the girls at the playground.
Righty-roo. Now,
They
I
all
wonder
got
what
molested
would happen
in their
if Chris and
teenage
Kelly
years.
had met a stranger on their way home, right in their own neighborhood.
Yeah,
Let's
see, I can be
find out.
worse.
It's safe to say that both of us could be terrible. Yep.
Okie dokie.
But then again, we have audiences that have thick skins, don't we?
Terrific answer, Roo.
Something
Don't
like that.
ever give your name or your address or any information to a stranger. Let's see what the girls do.
Now, you must have names. Do you live around here? You can tell me.
No!
My name is Node. My name's also Node. No.
But they
My
didn't seem very
last name is
friendly,
Go
Tigger.
Away.
Wouldn't it be all right to say hello and maybe shake hands?
No.
This is not a handshake.
Don't ever worry about being polite.
One second about you could give a handshake. Your foot up his nuts.
Keep at least an arm's distance from a stranger. But
You
don't
have
put
to
your
question
arm
what
out,
kind
or
of
the bad
universe
stranger might grab
these
it.
kids are living in where
if
all the
somebody
adults
does
are,
grab
are
it?
potential
Then
pedophiles.
scream and kick and bite. Fight with all your might and try to get away.
And then go tell a grown-up.
Righty-roo, little buddy. Always tell
Preferably
someone
one
you
that's
trust.
not a
That could be
stranger
your mom
or a
dad.
pedophile.
Or an aunt or an uncle.
Righty-roo, Roo, or a grandparent, or a neighbor, or teacher. Tell someone that you trust. Tell someone you really must. Make them believe you. Keep telling them till they do. Tell someone like mom or dad. I think you'll find they won't get mad. Make them believe you. Keep telling them till they do.
Again, another song about stranger danger. We've run out of things to sing about.
Don't worry, little Roo, because they trust in you.
Mommy, get me out of this stupid video.
Tell someone that you trust. Tell someone you really must. Make them believe you. Keep telling them till they do. Tell someone like mom or dad. I think you'll find they won't get mad. Make them believe you. Keep telling them till they do.
This is the most odd decision since they decided to make PSAs with the police academy.
Roo, you're a smart.
But hey, that was the 80s.
Thanks, Tigger. You're a smart big fella.
I wonder how smart our other friends are. Let's find out what some of you
I've
would do
also got
if you
another
met
big
a
fella.
stranger.
I wouldn't tell my name to a stranger.
I'd run really fast in the opposite
Oh, it's
direction.
Meryl Wilson.
You'll know and run. Run. Tell your mom.
Or slide.
Don't go with a stranger.
Swish.
What a bunch of tiggerific answers! Well, Palaroo,
They're just like,
it's
well,
time for me
we
to
were
take
looking
you
for
home.
something to do in each of these shots. Let's shoot
Always safer to go
let's
with a
shoot a
friend.
basketball
Yep,
hoop.
and a lot more fun.
That makes
too.
sense.
My, I certainly learned a lot from Tigger and Roo.
They sure are smart about taking care of themselves.
We'll see if tomorrow afternoon they decide to pop up in our window again and do another song and dance for us.
Okay, Pooh.
Goodbye, Roo. Huh, well, guess I'll practice my bouncing while Roo takes his nap.
Outside, where a potential stranger might kidnap him.
Hey,
speaking of
what
which,
was that? Somebody's around here. Maybe it's a stranger.
Behind the bushes, there's no there's no question about it.
Well, thanks for noticing me. I hope I'm not interrupting something important.
I'm just busy chasing some tail. You found any?
What do you do if you meet a stranger?
I can't tell you that, 'cause no one ever notices me. Especially not strangers.
Aw, come on, Eeyore. What if
Eeyore, did you take your meds today?
To go with them?
Oh, why does everybody in the world have, you know, get asked to be raped except for me?
Who said that?
I don't know, Eeyore, but it sure sounded like my old pal Longears.
Good guess.
That's our word.
When did he practice magic?
What was that you said about a trick?
Well, there are good tricks, like this one. Good tricks are just for fun, but sometimes bad strangers will play bad tricks on you.
What kind of tricks?
Watch our friend Timmy and see if you can find the trick.
Hey kid, come here a second.
Today on Candid Camera, we got this kid on a prank.
Well, Eeyore, did you hear anything tricky?
Yep. Having a stranger ask you to find his dog sounds tricky to me.
That's right, Eeyore.
Unless he's actually lost his dog, in which case...
No, sorry, I can't do that.
Ah, well. I'll have to put
I'm more of a
leash...
cat person anyway.
The guy's all, I guess I'll have to put this leash around some other kid's neck.
Tell his mom and dad too.
Timmy was smart that time, but what about other kinds of tricks?
Sometimes bad strangers will try to give you something, but say no. Never take anything from a stranger.
Maybe because it has razor blades in it.
If a stranger offered them something.
Especially those apples.
Just watch.
Yep.
Gina and Jeff are walking down the street where they live, but they don't know that man in the car.
Hey, kid.
Cruising down the street this week's for.
What does he want?
He's offering them some money. All they have to do is come over to the car and get it.
I've never been offered money by a stranger in a car.
Offered me some yummy fresh
That's probably a good thing.
Which I love. I'd say no.
That's right, Eeyore. And also remember, if the stranger is heading this way, you run that way.
But let's go back and see what Gina and Jeff do.
Oh, come on. I won't hurt you.
No.
I'm acting.
Where are they going?
Did you get his license plate?
No. A police officer. Now that's smart.
Looks like Gina and Jeff are just too
police brutality.
Boy, oh boy. I learned something today. Don't take anything from a stranger. Not candy, money, puppies, kittens, toys, or even thistles.
If a stranger offers you a puppy...
The spirit, Eeyore.
Yeah, that's a new trick.
Don't be fooled by tricks. Don't fall for a phony story. Don't be fooled by tricks. It's better to be safe than sorry. Strangers can't...
You're not tricking me with that editing. Trust me.
So you may as well be careful in every single thing you do. And don't be fooled by, don't be fooled by tricks. Don't be fooled by tricks.
My turn. Don't be fooled by tricks. If you're not sure and you're worried.
Well, I'll just have to say tricks are for kids and give them back to the rabbit.
Strangers can be good or bad. You never really know who's who. So you may as well be careful in every single thing you do. And don't be fooled by tricks. Don't be fooled by tricks.
We learn to harmonize.
Very, 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 very careful.
Except for me, cause I'm not singing.
Don't be fooled by tricks. Don't fall for a phony story. Don't be fooled fooled by tricks. It's better to be safe than sorry.
I wonder how many calories Tigger is burning right about now.
Yeah.
You may as well be careful in every single thing you do. And don't be
I just love Eeyore's choreography. It's like, what do I do? Just do random stuff.
advice, not everybody's nice, so don't be fooled. No, don't be fooled by tricks.
Really? Well, I've always depended on the kindness of strangers.
Strangers sometimes try. Just watch Holly.
Okay, how many kids did they sneak up on just to get these
I'm a
shots?
friend of your mother's. She's sick and asked me to come pick you up.
Now that's a trick bad strangers sometimes play. What would you do?
Oh, I wouldn't go.
I would ask for her license and registration.
If she's such a good friend of Holly's mom, why doesn't Holly know her?
How do you know Holly's name? Have you been spying on her?
If I heard you correctly, you said don't go. Let's see what Holly does.
Come on, your parents are waiting.
Yeah, I used to have that
I can't go
binder.
with you. I have to call home first.
Hooray for Holly!
Hey, boom mic shot.
Hooray!
Now, all of you kids out there, what would you have done?
I'd call my mom and ask her about it. Don't
If
go with
cell
her.
phones existed in the
I
80s,
think it would be real dumb to go with her. I wouldn't go.
What was that?
Oh, pretty
She's just like,
Yeah.
okay, I'll get back to writing now.
yeah.
Go!
Even if someone says he knows your mom or dad.
Yipperoo! If you don't know the person, don't go. It's a smart thing to remember every time.
Speaking of going, it's time for me to disappear.
Or get pulled out of the hat.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Piglet, we've heard all about what to do when you're away from your house. But what do you do when you're home? All by yourself? Do you know?
Well, if strangers break into your house,
our
I
good
think you
friend
just need to
Owl
hire
likes
Macaulay
to stay at
Culkin.
home. I'll bet he has some good ideas about how to stay safe when you're home alone.
Called it.
What? How do you... Home Alone. Yes, I know how to help myself when I'm home alone, and I can tell
Just sleep.
you how
It's
to be
cold
not
masturbation.
for strangers whenever you're home alone.
You mean you have to say no to strangers even when you're in your own
This
house?
is my brother Owl.
What is this universe where strangers are just
He
everywhere?
was home alone, and a stranger called and asked if
Oh,
Mother was
right,
home.
it must be B Street.
Owl Roy remembered never to tell a stranger that he was home alone. But I wonder how my friend Ryan would handle that same situation. Let's see.
I fly over Ryan and poop on his head every afternoon. Oh wait, that's right, he's an owl. He waits until nighttime.
What's your name?
Ryan,
Is your mom there, Ryan?
she's at home.
Dun dun dun!
Ryan made two mistakes, didn't he? He shouldn't have told the stranger his name, and he shouldn't have said he was home alone. But even though Ryan made mistakes, he still can help himself. Let's go
Fortunately,
back
they've
and
got
see
a
how-
home alarm system.
Okay, thanks.
Goodbye.
You see, after Ryan hung up, he had a funny feeling. So he called his next-door neighbor, Mrs. Jones.
That funny
and
feeling
she
was
said
called a
she'd come
boner.
right over.
Bye.
Aha! Ryan helped himself after all, because he kept Mrs. Jones' number right by the phone. He also keeps the number of the police department handy, and
Let's
the
make a
number
note of
where
that
he
right
can call his
now.
mother at
Let's
work.
call that number right
Now,
there
tell
in
me,
case. Oh wait, it
what
doesn't have a
would you
phone.
do
It doesn't have
if
an
you
area
got a call
code.
from a
Can't do it anymore.
stranger when you were home alone?
I'd never tell anybody my name. I wouldn't tell my mom wasn't home.
Go ahead and
Never,
you forgot to
ever
drink the
say
orange
home
juice while you were talking.
I'd say my mother can't come to the phone right now.
If I got scared,
Just hung up.
my mom. I might even call the police.
I'd say my mom was busy and
That is epic. He's like, walks in, he's like, I'll call the police.
That kid is the best actor we've seen all night.
Also has a
Yeah. all of them are like,
What happens
"Hi,
when
I'm
Rebecca is home
acting."
alone and a stranger comes to the door.
I'm all dressed up and nowhere to go. Dun
Would you
dun
open the door?
dun.
Who's there?
I'm Mrs. Anderson. Is your mother alone?
She's busy. Please come back later.
Even if your neighbors, who you know by name,
Mrs. Anderson, sir.
are
She
planning to
didn't
come
open the
over
door.
and talk,
Let's see what
don't
she
let them
does
in,
next.
kids.
Hi, Aunt Peggy. A woman I don't know just came to the door.
Okay, that makes a
No,
difference.
I didn't let her in. But could you come over to stay for a while? Okay. Bye.
Rebecca is one girl who really knows how to help herself. She called her aunt, who lives nearby.
Or just call the mother and be like, "Do you know Mrs. Anderson?"
No? Okay. Zip. Going
As
home.
my great-great-uncle Oliver used to say, when you're home alone with no one else around, experience has shown you'll be safe and sound if you follow the advice that I have found. When you're home alone.
Yep. His cousin was unfortunately very optically challenged.
Never let a stranger know you're alone. Never let a stranger.
If strangers can just climb up the house, be like, you know, it's not worth raping this owl.
When you're home alone and you
Something terrible is happening to Rue right now. I just know it.
use the telephone. Be sure
Well, you never know about his mom.
when you're home alone, when you're home alone. Be it ever so humble, it cannot be denied. As long as
We just decided to do this because it's a little bit different.
you'll always be safe
Yep.
inside.
And it's just too funny.
Home alone with no one else around. Experience has shown you'll be safe and sound if you follow the advice that I have found. When you're home alone, when you're home alone.
I just have to question, why even green screen this shot? They at least partially built the set, why not the full 9?
When you're home alone.
Don't forget about the tricks, Owl.
Oh well. I'm going back to sleep.
Now, who said that?
I said it, Owl.
You
Oh, we got a stranger in my house! Kill him now!
Yes. I wanted to be sure we told the kids
Witchcraft!
about tricks.
Witchcraft! What if a stranger learned magic and then got into his house? Then what will you do?
That is a very good question. I would take him out with a flying ninja star.
Stranger in the house.
Very good, Owl. But what if somebody comes to the door and says it's an emergency? They had an accident and need to use the phone.
And the restroom.
But I would not.
I actually had to do that
not
one
let
time.
him
You
in.
should
I'd
have
offer
seen
to
the way
call
that the
police
kid
for
treated
him.
me.
You're smarter than you look, Owl. And what if a stranger comes to the door and says she's your new next-door neighbor and she wants to come in and say hello?
At the risk of seeming unneighborly, I'd say that my mother and I were busy, and we'd come over and say hello later.
Owl doesn't
Right.
sound like
Don't
he's
ever
young enough
say
to
you're
still be
home
living with his
alone.
mom.
Ever. And never open the door to a stranger.
My mother is
Well, that's all I
dead.
wanted to say. Goodbye.
Of course, some tricky rabbits don't use the...
My mother was head.
Now,
I mean,
there's one more thing about being home alone.
My mother
What
was
if you're
Hedwig.
not in the house,
Yeah.
but you're out in the yard? Let's see what Sarah does.
Are we here to find out another way to say no to a stranger? After
Now,
we've
that
all
man
seen the
is
other
a
ways?
stranger.
Okay, that dude's a
Wants to talk
pedophile.
to
Just
Sarah's
look at it.
mother, but Sarah's
Yeah.
mother isn't home.
You want to play Pinocchio downstairs?
If you were Sarah, what would you do?
Well,
I
for
know
starters,
what I'd
I'd
do.
invest in a different type of
I'd
toy.
tell him
That thing's
my mother
creepy.
was busy inside and couldn't see him. Then I'd hurry as fast as I could, go inside and lock the door.
Yeah, I'll just patiently wait in instead of run into the door and barge you.
Oh dear. He's gonna hate me for this if he sees this video, but that looks like Gus at 40.
Oh God!
Sorry, Gus, but...
Sounds as if there's someone at my door.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
What to do? That's right. First, ask who's there. Who's there?
Who do you think it is? It's the one and only Tigger.
Oh,
the one and only Tigger?
Stranger. That's
Well, there's
my
only
friend
one solution
Tigger.
for that.
I can let him in.
Skin the bastard alive!
Oh my
God! What a pleasant surprise. What brings you here?
I was just
If a
checking
stranger
to make
comes to
sure
my
you
house,
keep the
I'm
door
prepared.
locked when you're home alone. Good going, Owl.
Oh, thank you.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
Ta-ta for now.
If a stranger comes to your house, he'll have to figure out how to open the door.
Unless he's not at 100 in Skyrim, then be extra lucky.
Well, that was certainly interesting.
Yes, it was.
And by interesting, I mean weird.
I hate to mention it, Pooh. I really do. But
Or unless you're
I
in
think
the
we should
game's
tell our
second
friends
life, then
that
you can just
danger
use the old
doesn't
clipping
always
box
come
trick.
from strangers. It can be from someone you know.
Oh, Piglet, you're right. People you see every day might want to touch you. And sometimes that's dangerous.
What do you mean, Pooh?
Oh boy.
Well, there are
Here it
certain
comes.
private
I
places
know
on
what's
your body
know what
that
this
nobody
is.
is supposed to touch except you. Your bathing suit covers your private parts. Sometimes your parents might touch them if they're dressing you or bathing you. Or
But if
the doctor has to touch them when he's examining you. That's okay touching.
And sometimes
if
the
they're touching, it's
dresser,
not okay,
the tailor will have to
Oh,
grope you
yes,
there as
Piglet.
well.
And that's the kind of
And let's not forget about the TSA.
Oh,
it feels wrong
yes.
because other people shouldn't touch your private parts.
But Pooh, what do I do?
Unless
if
you're
somebody
Howard
tries
Stern,
to
then you can touch
me that
anywhere.
way?
Now, here's the important part. If anybody tries to touch you anywhere in a not okay way, a way that feels wrong, tell them no.
No matter who they are, Pooh?
Absolutely, Piglet. It's not
Except for your
always a
parents
stranger.
or everybody
Even
else,
if
like
it's
a doctor,
somebody you know,
who we just
or
mentioned.
somebody you've seen at home, at
A
school, or in your
pedophilic doctor.
neighborhood, you have to say no.
Let's walk on this treadmill a little bit more.
If someone gets too near to your private parts, say no loud and clear. That's being smart.
I'm not very good at saying no. Could you show me how?
We've got a million.
Say no.
We've heard so many ways to say no already, Piglet. Haven't you been paying attention?
No, don't do that. I have the right, you see. My body is my very own. That's how it's got to be. I've learned this.
I don't think I'm willing to touch your body.
Okay with me. No, stop that. It's really not okay. No, don't do that. Take your hands away. I know I'm not at all to blame. I've done nothing bad. And now I'm going right away to tell my mom and dad.
Oh gosh, this is so cringe.
It's a good lesson. It's just Winnie-the-Pooh singing about this.
Yeah.
Yes.
And write a blog post about it. Hashtag me too.
Anyone coming after Piglet must just be like, yeah, I like that little bathing suit look you got going on there, Baldy.
What would you say?
Yeah. Let's get some pork belly.
Don't touch me.
Wait, she's already in the car.
If you touch me again, I'll tell my dad. No, stop touching me.
Who is she talking to, her invisible friend?
Stop it.
Bravo, bravo. That's the way to be too smart for
I did not touch her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not touch her.
I did
not.
No, Rabbit.
Oh, hi, Mom.
I mean, where are you? There you are. Well, while you're here, why don't you tell us about tricks?
Glad you asked, Pooh. Now this time, I'm talking about tricks.
The best
that
part
bad
about me
people
is that
use
if
to
there's
get
any
you not to
if
tell.
there's any time I
When
want to
they
touch
do
somebody, I can
something
just
wrong to you,
boop
like
and then
touching you in a not
right out of
okay
there.
way.
Oh, my.
But no matter what kind of trick someone tries with you, remember, always tell your parents or someone you trust when someone tries to touch your private parts. And keep telling till someone helps you. Now, what would you do if someone says he'll hurt you if you tell?
It's just a trick. I'd still tell my mom and dad.
Good.
And
if
then it'll
someone
get
says
hurt.
They'd hurt your parents if you told
And then I'm going to be found dead in a gutter with a bullet in my head.
everything you say and do.
It's just a trick. I wouldn't believe them. I'd still tell anyway.
Right. And if somebody
There goes
says
the
your
finest
parents
actor
will
in the
never
film
love
right
you
there.
again if they find
Yes,
out,
this kid is going places.
I'd still tell my parents.
right again. Boy, you kids know how to help yourselves. Because those threats bad people make are not true. They're just tricks to get you not to tell. Always tell if someone does something you think is wrong. Even if they
Unless
say
they
it's a
offer you
secret.
pie,
Keep
then they're
telling
okay.
and telling. Someone will believe you. It's not your fault. Tell. Just say,
The crazy hobo down the street.
that person touched me and it felt wrong. Tell someone that you trust. Tell someone you really must. Make them believe you. Keep telling them till they do. Tell someone like mom or dad. I think you'll
Didn't we
find
already
they
have a
won't
song
get
about
mad.
this?
Make them believe.
The reprise.
Okay.
You keep telling them till
Hammer
they
that
do.
message in.
Now, let's see if Carrie knows how to help herself. Carrie is telling her mom that somebody touched her in a way that felt wrong.
I'm very glad you came
Yeah.
to me, Carrie. You were right to tell me.
Now Mommy has somebody to kill.
Now I'm gonna go hire that
Way to
hitman.
go, Carrie. That's how to help yourself. And remember,
Don't let anyone touch
And
you
use
if
your
it's not
telekinesis in the
okay. You
future.
know what feels wrong to you, and
If somebody does touch you in a not okay way, or tries to, tell someone you trust, like your mom or dad.
all you have to remember is...
If there's
say
anything that
no.
feels like it's
Run
molesting
away
me
from a
right now, it's
scary person
Winnie-the-Pooh's nose.
And tell an adult you trust.
my, Rabbit certainly does come and go, doesn't he?
Yes, but I'm glad
More
you showed
coming
up.
and going.
Oh. Well, he is a rabbit.
Oh, we've had a lot to think about today.
Oh, thinking is fine, but when you're in danger, it's important to do.
You're right, Piglet. And
That's
all
why we are going to the bedroom.
three important things. If you're in trouble of any kind,
Give out your biggest yell.
then run the other way and find
I'm tired of doing
another
jumping
friend
jacks.
to
This
tell.
isn't dancing, it's
Things
choreography.
to remember and understand them well. Say no.
I love the painting in the background. It's like, yep, this is what Pooh is originally looking like. But, oh, we have to look at this Teddy Ruxpin knockoff.
No, Pooh, I'm so happy that I know how to help myself. I want to celebrate.
Bellestrate? I mean, Sebula? Oh, let's do it. Come on, Piglet.
Masturbate? Celebrate?
Let's do it together.
Too smart for strangers.
That's me, Winnie-the-Pooh.
He's a bear who takes care.
Everywhere, and so should you.
Be too smart for strangers.
Check out how
Be
big
smart,
how big our green screen studio is.
And watch out for dangers
when strangers come along. Now remember, even if you're small like Roo and Piglet, or not used to meeting strangers like Eeyore. Or
We're
if you
just
need
using
to
the
think,
soft focus effect here to
think a
blend
lot
out the
like I
background a
do.
bit. We're in good
You
health.
can be too smart for strangers.
Oh, and thanks for noticing us. Bye-bye.
Now that I'm getting noticed, maybe a stranger can approach me.
Yep. And now I won't have to go with my cyanide pills tonight.
Find the director ink. No.
It's like, scroll quickly. We don't want our names attached to this project.
Sorry we couldn't hire the Sherman Brothers to write the songs for this. That would have been special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay. So, now that we're coming down to the end here. Okay.
Yep.
Uh-huh. In case you need children, there's a resource center for that.
Child abuse. Let me guess, the next one's gonna be about child abuse. Oh wait.
YMCA.
Exercise while getting away from pedophiles. Unless your coach is getting a little bit too grabby.
The Association for Physicians. The only ones that can actually touch your children.
Yep. It would be funny if the TSA was actually a part of this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Well, so here's my conclusion on this thing. It's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's just
it's a good thing to say. Yeah, be careful about strangers. You can get kidnapped, and there's still plenty of TSAs to this day that run on children's channels that say, hey, several thousands of kids a year disappear for whatever reason or what have you. So there are things to be said about this special that are good, or that are I think accurate. But at the same time, not only is it the problem is not just that it's Winnie-the-Pooh doing it, or the universe of Winnie-the-Pooh, but the problem also seems to be like that they hammer it so much. They spend, what was that? The whole special was
41 something minutes. I don't know.
40 minutes and 59 seconds. Yeah, 41 minutes, including the stuff at the beginning and the end. So that was a lot of that could have been trimmed, and right now your camera is frozen on me, so you're...
Yeah. I have a derpy face.
You look like you're,
Yep.
About to say something really, really important.
Honestly, it's kind of like, I do think that there should be a message about, staying away from strangers. I just feel like this is like Captain Planet telling people about AIDS. I feel like it comes from a good place, it has good intentions, but it's the wrong media to portray this. And having Winnie-the-Pooh, a childlike, innocent character, having him say, "Oh, this is where you need to say no when a stranger touches your private parts." That's when it's like, Oh, good God. What have I got myself into?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my goodness gracious. So, the moral of this lesson is, it's not a bad lesson to teach. It's just the wrong media to put it in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And maybe, you know, maybe the special that would have that's about 20 minutes long on this would have sufficed.
Yeah, exactly.
I think if I was watching this as a kid, my interest would have waned quite a lot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess this thing will just have to stay on videotape and fall into obscurity until another 20 years when it's rediscovered and laughed at.
Yep.
And so, your face is just freeze framing in the darndest positions right now.
Oh yeah.
Moral of this lesson: the most redundant thing I've ever heard. It's from the Department of. Okay, this time I'm ready for you. From the Department of Redundancy Department. Alright, folks.
Yep. Good night tonight with that face freeze.
Thank you for joining us for this little trip into stranger danger. I guess just keep in touch. As always, keep an eye out for when these streams happen. And Cody, do you have anything last that you want to plug here?
No, not really. It's just stay away from strangers.
Of course. If you like Cody here, you can always check him out at his channel down below in the description box. He is known as the Critical Kid. What was your last review again?
It was on a VeggieTales Christmas special. So, yeah, I haven't posted anything else, but yeah, I'll make sure to, keep content flowing constantly.
Exactly. Yeah, I remember that Christmas special too. I think I was there, watched it the night that it aired, so... Anyway. As usual, I guess this is the part where we say, ciao for now, folks.